Hi Fiona, it's Vicky. I'm going to show you how to make that chocolate almond pudding that I told you about. Actually today it's going to be chocolate almond walnut. And first I'll start with showing you the ingredients. And have some walnuts, have some almonds, and the type of almonds that I use, if you could see the ingredients, are just whole almonds. There is no salt added, no oils added, and I don't have a bag of the walnuts, but trust me, it's the same type of walnuts. They have no additives. Also, I use an organic apple, which I have already cut up and gotten ready, and I use this unsweetened organic cocoa powder, and you can see the ingredients on there is just organic cocoa powder. There are no additives. I use a sweetener called stevia extract. It's a natural sweetener. It's a leaf from Paraguay, and as you can see on there are no additives, no fillers. This is straight up organic stevia extract. And you do have to be careful because when you buy stevia, it does have additives and it does have fillers, so you want to look for the ones that say no additives, no fillers. It's a very healthy sweetener. It's not artificial. I'm also using date sugar, and date sugar it's powdered into what looks like sugar, but it's not sugar. It's from powdered dried dates, and the texture of it looks like sugar. Looks almost like brown sugar. And we're going to use a little bit of beef gelatin. You're only going to use, I didn't tell you the ingredients, you're only going to use 1/4 teaspoon of this beef gelatin, and that's all that is. It's just pure beef gelatin. You're going to use a little bit of spring water, and use a little bit of sea salt, and I've already combined the ingredients in this bowl. Already got the almonds in there, and in the bowl is 2 tablespoons of the date sugar, and I didn't put the cocoa powder in there yet, but I used 2 teaspoons of the cocoa powder. So give me a second while I do that. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. I just smelled it, and it doesn't smell like cocoa. So 1, 2. So all the dry ingredients are ready. Now I already have the nuts in the Ninja, and I don't use a lot of water to puree them. Just kind of cover them with water, but don't make them soppy wet. You can see the water line there just covers the nuts, and that's it. And so I'm going to add the dry ingredients, which is everything that I told you about. Just make sure it all goes in there. Looks like some of the salt and stevia kind of stuck to the bottom of the bowl, so just scrape that, make sure it all goes in. Okay, and I don't put the apples in. I put everything in except the apples, and there's a reason for that. Because if you put the apples in all together, it's not going to puree right. So I'm going to puree the nuts first. Okay, and so that was all the dry ingredients that I showed you, and the nuts. You can see it's very thick, it's pureed. Drop your apples in, skins and all. I just put it all in. Skins are good for you. It's an organic apple, so it's good for you. And use my camera skills. It's hard to do this hold the camera while I'm trying to do this. Puree the apples in there. That the apples have turned the darker chocolate into a lighter chocolate, and you could see that line as we were going up, just getting lighter and lighter all the way up. There was like a dark line. I just keep pureeing it until the separation is pretty much gone, because that would mean that the apple is all mixed in with the rest of it. And then just transfer it to a bowl, and I'll show you the texture. Bear with me for a second while I try to get the lid off. And here's the texture. It's like a nice pudding. And it's a little, like even a little soft right now. But when you chill this, that just little bit of gelatin will make it just a little more, just a little bit thicker. You don't want to use a lot of gelatin. You might not even want to use gelatin at all. That's up to you. But that's the way I make it, because gelatin is also very good for you. And whatever's left in there, you just get a spatula and you can eat it right away, or you can chill it. I've done both, and it's very healthy. It's like a meal. It's your fruit and nuts, and it's awesome. You could scrape all this off of there with a spatula and put it in your bowl and enjoy it. You could also, if you don't want to deal with the spatula, you can pour a little bit more of your spring water in here and puree this and drink it like a chocolate almond milk, chocolate almond walnut milk. You can do that. I've done that. So there you go, and there you have it. It's very easy. Hope you enjoy.